Tomorrow, three men will come to your house. They won't be strangers, and they won't be ordinary visitors. One carries change, the other carries challenge, and the last carries possibility. But here's the truth. They will not wait for you. They will not knock twice. The question is simple. When they arrive, will you be ready to open the door? Because your answer will decide not just your tomorrow, it will decide your entire future. Tomorrow, three men will come to your house, and the first of them carries change on his shoulders like a storm entering your world. He does not come with warning. He does not wait for your permission, and he does not care if you are ready or not. Change is relentless. It does not ask whether you feel prepared. It simply arrives, uninvited, unavoidable, and undeniable. This man of change is not gentle. He will not slip quietly into your living room. He will kick the door wide open, and when he steps in, he will shatter the familiar patterns that have kept you safe but stagnant. You may fear him, because his presence means the end of what you know. But you must also understand something deeper. Without him, you cannot grow. The man of change represents disruption, and disruption always comes before transformation. Think about the world you live in today. Every invention, every leap of progress, every revolution in thought and action began with a disruption. The light bulb ended the reign of the candle. The car silenced the horse. The internet erased the boundaries of distance. None of these moments of change came politely. They came like an intruder. They overturned the comfort of the old and demanded that humanity adapt or be left behind. Tomorrow, when this man of change comes to your house, he will bring the same message. You either evolve with him or you cling to a fading past. He is not here to destroy you. He is here to awaken you. His presence is a mirror, forcing you to see the limits of your current reality and daring you to imagine something beyond it. He holds a torch that burns with possibility, and though that fire may scare you, it is the same fire that forges greatness. Every person who has ever achieved something remarkable has answered the knock of this man. They did not hide in silence. They opened the door and embraced the chaos he carried, knowing that within chaos lies the seed of reinvention. But here is the truth. Most people are terrified when this man arrives. They pretend they do not hear the knock. They pull the curtains, dim the lights, and hope he will pass by. They convince themselves that the timing is wrong, that they are not ready, that perhaps tomorrow or the day after will be better. But the man of change is not patient. If you do not welcome him, he will move on. And when he does, he takes the future with him. The world will not stop spinning because you are hesitant. The wave of progress will not slow down because you are afraid to surf it. Tomorrow will come, whether you prepare for it or not. When this man of change stands at your door, he does not come alone. He carries with him the tools of reinvention, ideas that are uncomfortable, visions that feel impossible, challenges that seem too heavy to bear. He will ask you to question the rules you've lived by, to dismantle the walls you've built around yourself, and to accept that security is often just another word for stagnation. The choice will be yours. You can shut the door in his face and cling to the safety of what you already know, or you can let him in and allow his fire to ignite something inside you that has been waiting, buried, for far too long. Tomorrow's arrival of change is not a coincidence. It is a reminder that time is moving forward, with or without you. The technologies of today will be outdated tomorrow. The beliefs you hold tightly may crumble in the light of new discoveries. The habits that feel comfortable now may turn into chains that hold you back later. This man of change is not a threat. He is a test. And he will ask you one simple question. Do you want to remain who you are, or are you ready to become who you could be? The answer to that question defines your destiny. If you embrace him, he will give you gifts that no comfort can offer: growth, resilience, and the ability to shape your own future rather than being dragged into it unwillingly. If you reject him, the world will still change, but it will do so without you. You will wake up one day and realize that opportunity passed your house, knocked on your door, and you chose not to answer. That is the true cost of ignoring him, not just the loss of progress, but the burden of regret. Tomorrow, when that first man arrives, recognize him. Do not mistake him for an enemy. Do not let fear silence you. Instead, welcome him. He is the beginning of every great story, the spark of every revolution, and the unseen hand that pulls humanity forward. He is the man of change, and he will not wait forever. Oh, the second man who comes to your house does not arrive quietly, and he does not bring comfort. He is the embodiment of challenge. He comes to test you, to expose the cracks in your strength, and to ask whether your ambition is real or merely a daydream. If the first man shakes your world with change, this second man ensures you have the courage to survive within it. He will strip away illusions, excuses, and shortcuts. He is not here to hand you success. He is here to measure your resolve and see whether you are prepared to earn it. Challenge is never friendly. It is the storm that refuses to end, the mountain that blocks your path, the weight that keeps pressing against your shoulders, until you either collapse or grow strong enough to carry it. When this man enters your home, he does not sit politely at the table. He throws obstacles in your way, testing your patience, your resilience, and your willingness to endure pain. Many will see him as an enemy, as someone who stands against their dreams, but that perception is only half true. He is not against you, he is for your growth. His resistance exists to carve out the version of you that is capable of rising higher than the one you are today. Imagine a sword without fire or hammer. It remains nothing more than metal. It is the repeated beating, the intense heat, and the pressure that transforms it into a weapon sharp enough to change battles. The second man is the forge, the hammer, and the fire all at once. Without him, you remain untested, soft, and unprepared for the weight of real progress. Every leader, every innovator, every dreamer who became more than ordinary has faced him. They stumbled, they bled, they failed, but each time they rose again, they became harder to break. That is his purpose, not to destroy you, but to strengthen you through the trials you wish you could avoid. And yet, most people fear this man more than the first. Change can be exciting, but challenge feels unbearable. It is easy to welcome new ideas, but it is far harder to fight through sleepless nights, failed attempts, rejection, and setbacks that make you question your worth. The second man is ruthless in exposing weakness. He does not let you hide behind comfort. He strips away the illusion that success comes easy, and he forces you to confront the truth that greatness demands sacrifice. He is not cruel, though many will call him that. He is necessary. When he comes, he might arrive in the form of failure. You launch an idea and it collapses. You chase a goal and fall short. You trust someone and they let you down. He might show up as exhaustion, where every part of your body and mind tells you to quit, or he may appear as loneliness, where the world does not yet see what you are fighting for and you feel abandoned in the struggle. In every form, his presence feels unbearable, but hidden within his trials lies the key to transformation. Those who push through his challenges, those who refuse to be broken by his tests, discover a strength they never knew they had. The second man teaches you discipline, patience, and endurance. He reminds you that nothing worth building comes without a price. He does not reward half-hearted effort. He demands everything: your focus, your sweat, your time, and even your comfort. And yet, when you give it, you discover that the very obstacles you hated became the stepping stones to everything you desired. Without him, you might have reached a small dream, but with him, you can reach a destiny. Most people, however, reject him at the door. They see his presence and feel overwhelmed. They turn away and pray he will leave them alone. They choose ease over effort, comfort over struggle, and illusion over reality. But when they do, they also choose to remain ordinary. They never learn what they were truly capable of because they never endured the tests that could have revealed their strength. The ones who welcome this man are different. They recognize that his arrival is a sign they are on the right path. They understand that every setback is proof they are moving forward, that every failure is evidence of an attempt, and that every wound is a badge of courage. They do not run from his challenges. They adapt, they fight, they grow. They know that the man of challenge is not an obstacle to success. He is the gatekeeper of it. Tomorrow, when this second man comes to your house, he will not smile and he will not make it easy for you. But if you let him in, if you accept the weight of his trials, you will emerge stronger, sharper, and unstoppable. He will break you only to rebuild you into something greater. And when you finally rise above his tests, you will look back and realize that every obstacle was not a wall, but a staircase. And every moment of pain was not punishment, but preparation. Readiness is not about waiting for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment never arrives. Readiness is about deciding right now that when opportunity comes, when disruption shakes your world, when challenge tests your spirit, you will not shrink back into fear, you will step forward. The third truth about these men who arrive at your house is simple. They will come whether you are prepared or not. But what they find in you, hesitation or courage, doubt or determination, will decide whether their visit becomes a blessing or a curse. When destiny knocks, it does not bring instructions. It does not tell you how to act. It does not pause to give you comfort, and it does not wait for you to feel secure. It only knocks once, and it moves on. The difference between those who rise and those who remain is not intelligence, not luck, not resources. It is readiness. Those who are ready transform change into opportunity. Those who are not ready watch change pass them by, regretting the moment they did not act. They are restless. They may be ready. They regret moving the moment they did not act. Readiness is not built in the moment of opportunity. It is forged long before, in the unseen hours, in the choices that seem small but shape your future. Every time you push yourself beyond what is easy, you are preparing. Every time you discipline your habits, sharpen your mind, and challenge your limits, you are preparing. Readiness is not a reaction, it is a lifestyle. It means living as if tomorrow might ask for more from you than you thought you had, and being willing to give it anyway. Consider the countless moments when people said they were waiting for the right time, waiting until they had more money, waiting until they had more knowledge, waiting until the stars aligned perfectly. But time does not wait for their waiting. While they delay, someone else prepares. While they hesitate, someone else acts. And when tomorrow arrives, those who prepared are the ones who seize the opportunity, while the rest are left wondering what might have been. The truth is, destiny favors the bold. But boldness without preparation is recklessness. It is not enough to dream. It is not enough to desire. You must be ready to act when the moment comes. Readiness is the bridge between vision and reality. Without it, the door that possibility offers remains closed. With it, you can step through and claim what others only imagine. Being ready does not mean being fearless. Fear will always exist. The question is whether you have trained yourself to move forward in spite of fear. Being ready does not mean having every answer. It means having the courage to step into the unknown, trusting that you will find the answers along the way. Readiness is not perfection. It is commitment. It is the unshakable decision that when the future arrives, you will not hide, you will answer. The third man who comes to your house carries possibility, but he will not open his door for you. He will stand in silence and wait. The choice is yours. If you are ready, you will see him not as a stranger, but as the key to the life you always dreamed of. If you are unprepared, he will pass by, and you will be left with nothing but the sound of footsteps fading into the distance. That is why readiness matters. It is not simply about opportunity, it is about your future. Imagine tomorrow arrives, and you have prepared, you have sharpened your mind, disciplined your habits, and embraced the small struggles that built resilience in you. When the knock comes, you open without hesitation. Innovation enters, challenge enters, and possibility enters. They find a host who is not intimidated, but ready. You welcome them, and in doing so, you welcome transformation. Now, imagine tomorrow arrives, and you are unprepared. The knock comes, and instead of answering, you freeze. You doubt yourself. You wonder if you're capable. You hesitate. And in that moment of hesitation, destiny moves on. That is the difference readiness makes. Every great achievement in history was born because someone was ready. They may not have had everything, but they had enough courage to act in the moment when others stayed silent. Readiness is about training yourself for that moment. Living every day with the awareness that tomorrow could be the day the future comes knocking. So, when tomorrow comes and the three men stand at your door, your response will determine everything. They are not there to decide your future. You are. They are only the messengers, the carriers of opportunity, challenge, and possibility. The real question is whether you have prepared yourself to open the door. Readiness determines destiny, and destiny is not for those who wait. It is for those who are ready. The future does not arrive slowly. It does not drift in with polite whispers or gentle footsteps. It comes like a knock on your door, sharp and sudden, demanding an answer. And here lies the truth. When it knocks, it will not knock forever. It comes once, it comes with force, and then it moves on. The future is not a patient guest. It does not wait for you to feel ready. It does not circle back to give you another chance, and it does not pause because of your hesitation. Tomorrow, when those three men come to your house, you must remember this. The knock of the future is urgent, and if you fail to open the door, you may never hear it again. Too many people live as though time is infinite, as though opportunities will line up endlessly at their doorstep, waiting until they feel brave enough, smart enough, or wealthy enough to answer. But the world does not work like that. The doors of possibility do not stay open forever. They close quickly, and when they do, they rarely open again. The harsh truth is this: life offers chances, not guarantees. If you hesitate, if you let fear make your choice, you lose not only the moment, but also the future that moment could have created. The man who represents possibility does not carry blueprints, instructions, or second chances. He carries a door, and that door leads to places you cannot imagine. Futures brighter, bigger, and bolder than the one you live now. But he does not open it for you. He waits. He tests you. He wants to know if you will seize the chance when it is presented, or if you will stand frozen, paralyzed by doubt. He wants to see if you will act in faith, not in fear. And if you fail, if you remain still, the sound of his footsteps walking away will echo in your memory for the rest of your life. The future is ruthless in this way. It rewards the bold, but it abandons the hesitant. Think of all the dreams people carried but never acted on, songs that were never sung, inventions that were never built, stories that were never told. These were not lost because the world was cruel. They were lost because the door was there, the knock was loud, but the person on the inside never opened it. They thought tomorrow would come again, but tomorrow came once, and tomorrow was gone. When you open the door, however, something remarkable happens. You step into the unknown, yes, but the unknown is where life is truly alive. Behind that door are opportunities that expand who you are. The future does not hand out comfort, but it does hand out transformation. It gives you the chance to live not as a shadow of what you could be, but as the full reality of your potential. It pushes you into a space where you are forced to grow, to rise, to evolve. That is why the future only knocks once, because only those who are ready to move in the moment are worthy of carrying it forward. This urgency is not meant to scare you. It is meant to wake you. How many people waste their years believing they have more time? They say, someday I'll act, someday I'll change, someday I'll follow my dream. But someday is not real. It is a mirage that people use to justify their fear. The future is real, but it is impatient. It belongs to the ones who answer the knock today, not the ones who wait for someday. Imagine tomorrow arrives and you open the door without hesitation. You let in innovation, challenge, and possibility. You embrace the chaos of change, you endure the weight of trial, and you claim the destiny waiting for you behind the door of possibility. That single moment of courage becomes the turning point of your life. From that day on, you no longer live reacting to life, you live shaping it. That is the power of seizing the moment. But now imagine the opposite. Imagine tomorrow arrives and you hear the knock but do nothing. You convince yourself that it is not the right time, that you are not ready, that maybe another chance will come. But the knock fades, the footsteps vanish, and silence fills the room. You look around and realize nothing has changed. You are still in the same place, still bound by the same fears, still dreaming of a tomorrow that will never return. That is the cost of hesitation, the loss of a future you will never see. The future only knocks once, not because it is cruel, but because it understands the truth about life. Progress waits for no one. The world moves forward with or without you. The question is not whether the knock will come. It will. The question is whether you will rise, open the door, and step into the destiny that waits on the other side. Tomorrow, 3 men will come to your house. One brings change, the force that disrupts and rebuilds. Another brings challenge, the test that strengthens and refines. The last carries possibility, the doorway to futures you cannot yet imagine. They do not come to everyone. They come to those who are standing on the edge of transformation. And when they arrive, they will not wait. The question is not whether they will come, The question is whether you will open the door. Will you embrace change or run from it? Will you endure challenge or collapse beneath it? Will you step through the door of possibility or watch it close forever? The choice is yours, and it is the choice that will define your destiny. The future does not belong to those who hide. It does not belong to those who wait. It belongs to those who are ready, those who answer when tomorrow knocks, those who step forward even when they are afraid. Tomorrow is not just another day, it is an invitation. When you hear the knock, open the door, step into the unknown, claim the future that was meant for you. Because tomorrow, 3 men will come to your house. And when they do, your answer will decide everything.